like, where does our energy really go? Like we could find a place where our energy really goes. Like if we look at when we look at our physical sense of this body, what takes our most energy? Well, when you go to the gym, when you're pushing yourself, when you're lifting a lot of weight, when you are outside snow shoveling, when you're doing something that takes a lot of energy, it often takes a lot of physical work. But, I work in the mental realm. So when I look at what is it that we resist during the mental realm that takes so much energy? When we're doing exercising or physical force, that's a component of our body. But when we're looking at exercising and resistance in our mind, we are looking at the 40 trillion bits per second that are going through in our subconscious mind, and our 40,000 bits per second that are coming through for our conscious mind. Holy moly, talk about if we have resistance. Can you imagine the amount of energy that is taking? The amount of energy that it's taking. So today I'd like to just think about what it is that you are mentally resisting that can be just zapping you of your energy. What I know about our monthly membership is when we go on task, or even when we were on task for the 111 days in the Facebook series, and every day that we had planted a seed at the end of it, we pulled a card and planted a seed that would allow us to take that into the day and pay more attention to that seed that we activated for that day. And sure as heck, we'd get evidence that it would show up. And this is no different. So when I went yesterday evening, and I put in what we resist persists, and I thought that's huge energy zappers. Then when I woke up this morning and I drew back the drapes and I opened up the window, opened up the drape in my bedroom, and I looked outside, and it was a snow whiteout. Like I have flowers starting to bloom in my front yard. I looked at the snow and I went, no. But guess what? I'm like, here I am. I'm eating my words. Resist, what you resist persists. And the truth is, I love the snow. I grew up in central Canada, southern central Canada, minus 30, minus 40 right there now. And the snow, but the sun is so bright. The difference with snow in Vancouver is that you don't often get the snow and the sunshine at the same time, because the snow is actually the rain, and the temperatures has just dipped down low enough that it's created snow. So I really had to work with myself and remember what it is that I love about snow. I had to think about the beautiful crystals that are formed when I was studying, when I studied Dr. Emoto, when he would freeze the crystals of water and he would speak to them in kind words and have his students speak to them also in vulgar words or mean words. And then they would freeze that water and turn it into that beautiful crystalline sense that the snow is. And then they would take the crystals and put them underneath the microscope. And it was so apparent that our vibration that we create with our thoughts projects to so many things. And so when I said no, when I drew back the curtains, it was like I was projecting out to the universe. I was projecting out to everybody else. And I instantly was able to say, no, I don't want to do that either. I want to call that back in, and I want to remember what it is that I love about the snow. And I want to feel blessed by the snow. What's different with the snow for me when I looked at it, and you might be able to relate this to something in your life. This is how I hope to share with you my experience this morning. And I hope that you can relate it to something in your life and allow that aha moment to say, I get it. I get it. When we have so many days of rain, and with the sun, the skylights and stuff, it can get really noisy, really noisy. And what I love about with the snow is I can open the door or I can open the window and it's so quiet. It's so peaceful. There's no sound. And the crazy thing here is if it snows, not too many people go out out in their vehicles. So it's not only quiet in that peaceful sense, the movement in our city is quieter. And I don't really realize how much of that noise that I live with. So find that peace. And it often, given other circumstances, or even these circumstances, allows people to retreat in, to come back in. So if you find that there's something that you're resisting, come back in. Bring it back in. And somehow find the beauty in that. So you don't have this projection going out. You don't have this massive energy being expanded into something that really isn't necessary. I can step back from the snow. I can step back and close my blinds. I can step back in frustration, I can't get out. Or if I do get out, then there's a heightened risk because then there's non-snow drivers on the road, or I can make up a whole bunch of stories. Resistance is a story. So what story are you making up? And how can you pull that back in so that your heart expands? So that you can breathe deeper down into your lower abdomen. Feel that massive muscle of your diaphragm working in your body, massaging your organs. Feeling your feet on the ground and saying, thank you, I'm alive. And as much as I'm resisting this, it's really not where I want to put my energy. And who am I on the other side of that resistance? And who do I want to be? And change that and put your energy there. And embrace the beauty of the resistance. Find the gift in the message. When I can take a look at something that I resist, and I change my thought process to non-resistance, I take back that energy to be the person that I want to be. Yeah. I find the bliss in me. I get to be that new seed so that when something of resistance comes up again, I am better prepared to work with that resistance because I have experienced it. Thank you so much for being with me this Monday. I hope you found value in this. I'm going to take us into a beautiful 1-minute silent meditation. If you have the time for this, I encourage you to stay. Sit with your thoughts. Allow some space to be made. Gently close your eyes. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your buttocks in the seat and the furniture or where you may be sitting. Or if you're laying, find the support. Feel the support of the place where you're laying. Breathe down to your lower abdomen. Sense into your heart. Think of something that you really love. And see if a color comes up for you while you're thinking of that. And if it does, breathe in that color with each breath. And now imagine this beautiful line going straight up into the cosmos. And it can be the color, that line can be the color of what you brought in. And call in your higher self. Call in your guidance self. And allow that to flow down that fine line that you've created. Breathe it into your heart, your whole body. And take that and breathe it out to the whole world. Feel it as it releases that beautiful love to the whole world. So I invite you to change the thoughts from what we resist persists to go with the flow. May today and this week become the habit where we create a go with the flow. Now, that doesn't mean being a sheep. That means defining what is important for you, taking that energy back into you, defining what is your truth, who you want to be, how you want to show up, and create that added energy that you've recaptured into a flow. So much love. Make it a great day.